Chaos erupted last night as BTS's Jungkook became the only member to greet fans in a scene that left the entire venue and surrounding streets in a state of frenzy. What was meant to be a tightly controlled event spiraled into a moment that will be remembered as one of the most emotional fan encounters of the year. Screams echoed so loudly that staff struggled to maintain order, yet amidst the tension, Jungkook's simple gesture of acknowledgement brought a wave of tears, relief, and pride among thousands of ARMY who had been waiting for hours. Why was Jungkook the only one to step forward, and what made this moment so powerful that it shook both the fans and the event itself? Eyewitnesses reported that the crowd outside the venue had been gathering since early morning, with fans forming long lines that stretched several blocks. By evening, the area was overflowing with people, their chants of Jungkook growing louder as vehicles arrived one by one. Security had doubled in preparation for the turnout, but the excitement was too great to contain. According to multiple reports, the atmosphere was tense. Fans pressed against barriers, holding up banners and phones, desperate for a single glimpse. And then it happened. Jungkook stepped out of his vehicle, dressed in a sleek dark outfit, and instead of heading straight inside, he turned towards the crowd and waved. The reaction was immediate and deafening. Fans screamed his name so loudly that even those inside the venue could hear the roar. What made this moment remarkable was not only that Jungkook greeted the fans, but that he was the only one to do so. Other celebrities and attendees quickly entered without looking back, likely due to the overwhelming size of the crowd and the tight security schedule. Jungkook, however, paused, raised his hand in acknowledgement, and gave a small bow, a gesture that fans interpreted as a sign of gratitude. Videos of that moment spread across social media within minutes, some showing fans crying uncontrollably, others collapsing from the intensity of the emotion. For many ARMY, this was more than a greeting. It was a statement that their presence had been seen and valued. Security teams were visibly concerned as the cheers escalated into a near panic. Staff attempted to calm the crowd, urging fans to step back from the barricades. Despite the chaos, Jungkook maintained his composure, his expression calm but warm. Body language experts analyzing the footage pointed out that Jungkook's brief interaction lasted no more than 10 seconds, yet carried immense emotional weight. His small smile, the way he nodded towards the fans before leaving, and the careful wave of his hand communicated respect and reassurance, an unspoken acknowledgement of the bond between artist and fan. Online reactions exploded immediately after the event. Within an hour, multiple clips of Jungkook's wave trended globally, some reaching millions of views before the night was over. Fans from around the world commented on the significance of the moment, with one writing, "He didn't have to do that, but he did. He saw us." Another added, "This is why Jungkook is different. Even in the middle of chaos, he thinks of ARMY." Analysts noted that this single moment generated more online engagement than the event itself, turning a routine appearance into an unforgettable cultural flashpoint. This was not the first time Jungkook has been recognized for his ability to connect with fans under pressure, but last night's encounter was particularly intense because of the sheer scale of the crowd. Reports estimate that thousands were present, with some traveling from neighboring cities just to catch a glimpse of him. The emotional intensity of the scene was heightened by the uncertainty of whether any BTS member would interact with fans at all, as such appearances are often kept strictly controlled. When Jungkook broke that expectation, it felt like a direct gift to the fans who had waited through hours of heat, noise, and security checks. The decision to greet the crowd also carried symbolic weight. Industry observers have remarked that Jungkook's public gestures often carry deeper meaning, suggesting that his action was a way of reaffirming his commitment to ARMY during a period when public appearances by BTS members have been rare and carefully managed. This moment served as a reminder that the connection between Jungkook and his fans remains unbroken, even amidst the pressures of international schedules and high-security events. Inside the venue, witnesses say that the energy from the crowd outside could still be felt. Attendees described hearing faint chants and screams even as the program continued, a constant reminder of the world waiting just beyond the walls. Several journalists present noted that when Jungkook finally appeared inside, the applause was louder than expected, as though everyone was aware of the chaos that had preceded his entrance. The audience reaction suggested that his choice to greet the fans had heightened anticipation, turning his presence into the emotional centerpiece of the evening. The implications of this moment extend beyond a single event. Marketing experts and cultural commentators have already begun discussing the significance of Jungkook's greeting, noting that it demonstrates a level of fan engagement that few public figures can maintain under such intense conditions. In an era when celebrity appearances are increasingly scripted and controlled, Jungkook's decision to take those few seconds to connect with his supporters may set a new standard for artist-fan interactions. For ARMY, however, no analysis was necessary. Their reactions were raw and immediate. Many fans shared posts saying they felt seen and heard by Jungkook, even from a distance. Some described the moment as life-changing, while others said it reminded them why they had followed him for years. The emotion was so strong that even fans watching remotely reported crying while watching the clips, proving that the impact reached far beyond those physically present. As the crowd finally dispersed late into the night, the area around the venue was left buzzing with conversations. Fans exchanged videos, compared angles, and replayed the moment over and over on their screens. The consensus was clear. Jungkook had turned what could have been a routine entrance into a defining memory. This incident underscores why Jungkook continues to hold a unique place in the hearts of fans and the entertainment industry alike. His ability to create moments of connection, even in the middle of logistical chaos, is a testament to his understanding of what ARMY means to him and what he means to them. The world may remember the event for its fashion, music, or high-profile guests, but ARMY will remember it for those few seconds when Jungkook stopped, turned, and reminded them that their voices matter. The question now is whether this rare public gesture signals a shift in how future appearances will be handled. Will other members follow his lead, taking similar moments to engage with the crowds that gather for them? Or was this a singular instance, a spontaneous act that cannot be replicated? For now, one thing is certain. Jungkook's wave amidst the chaos will be remembered not as a simple gesture, but as a defining act of connection, a moment that turned noise into meaning and reminded everyone why ARMY continues to wait, scream, and believe.